Okay, tonight's dinner is going to be something that was our signature dish at the restaurant. It was our filet special, which is a center cut filet, which is sauteed and served over a blue cheese white wine shallot cream sauce, topped with sauteed mushrooms, marinated diced Roma tomatoes, and crumbled bacon. What I have here are two center cut fillets. You should always season your meat before you cook it with a little fresh cracked salt and black pepper. We've preheated a pan. What I've done in this pan is I put some unsalted butter and a little bit of olive oil. Normally I would saute in clarified butter because it has a higher smoke point. We're going to take what looks to be the show side and put that in first. You don't want to crowd the meat because we don't want it to boil, we want it to brown, to sear. I will be putting this on a sizzle plate that has been sprayed with pan so this doesn't stick. We like to finish our fillets in the oven, and one of the things in the restaurant, we sold an awful lot of well done fillets. I've been in many restaurants where you look at the bottom of the menu and it says, we're not responsible for steaks well done. And my thought has always been, well, doesn't your chef know how to cook? I mean, who is responsible for a steak that's well done? I know people go to a restaurant, they order steak well done, the chef says you shouldn't eat a steak well done, they send it out rare, you send it back, you go back and forth, and you end up with a hockey puck. The thing is, if the filet is cut thick enough, you start cooking it on the stove, and then you put it in the oven to finish it off. You have a lot of control, and you just cook it all the way through, and you can have a nice well-done filet, and people are paying me for my expertise. So if you order a well-done filet, you should get exactly what you ordered. Now these are still starting to brown. I can cook for a couple more minutes. You don't want to finish the steak off on the stove because it will burn on the outside and you'll end up with a raw middle. Okay, it seems that the fillets are nicely browned. We're going to turn them over, brown the other side for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll put them on a sizzle plate and put them in the oven to finish cooking. While we're waiting in the oven for the fillets to cook, we will saute 2 cups of sliced mushrooms, and this will be done in clarified butter. Okay, the fillets are roughly browned. We're going to put them on a sizzle plate that has been coated with pan. Stick them in a 450 degree oven, and they should cook for about 10 minutes for medium rare and 20 minutes for well done. Not a bad idea to have an instant read thermometer. You don't do these on a regular basis. The thermometer will tell you exactly where you're supposed to be for temperature. In the meantime, we're sauteing our mushrooms, and they look like they're pretty much all done, ready to go. And we're going to put together our stuff for the sauce, which is going to be shallots, white wine, heavy cream, 4 ounces of crumbled blue cheese. Actually, the shallots is 1 tablespoon of shallots. We have some diced marinated Roma tomatoes and some fresh chopped parsley for garnish. And we also have set aside some freshly crumbled bacon. Okay, we're going to make our blue cheese white wine shallot cream sauce. First thing we're going to do is add our tablespoon of chopped shallots, and we're going to let them cook for just a minute in a dry pan to release the aromatics. We don't want them to color. We're only going to cook them for About a minute, just to get them warm, give you a chance to smell them, and you'd be surprised, the aroma just emanates from the bottom of the pan. We're going to take and add to this, and we're going to do this off heat so we don't start a big fire. A couple ounces of white wine. We're going to let the wine reduce to offset, almost dry. That seems to be a classic thing with making most sauces. This would be considered a pan sauce. We'll let this come down to almost all gone. We're keeping our mushrooms warm. Now, most of the wine has evaporated. It's boiled down almost dry. To this we're going to add 12 ounces of heavy cream. And this is because I'm making enough sauce for 2 servings. Heavy cream can be brought to a boil. Milk, or half and half, or light cream cannot be boiled. It'll curdle. So we're going to let this boil and reduce by about 35 to 40%. After which we will add our 4 ounces of crumbled blue cheese. As you can see, the heavy cream is boiling. It is just starting to thicken, and once it's reduced till it's almost an epee, we'll add our crumbled blue cheese, stir it in, but we don't want the blue cheese to totally melt, and then we'll end up with a nice creamy sauce. Look at the back of the spatula. You run your finger across it. It should lightly coat the spatula and not run. So we're just about to that point. I'll give it just about a minute more, and we will add our crumbled blue cheese. And I know this seems like a lot of blue cheese. I'm going to stir this in, turn off our heat. And what we're looking for with all sauces, look for primarily a nappe, and it just lightly coats the back of the spatula and doesn't run. And we're all set with our sauce, and as soon as the fillets are done, we will plate them. Okay, I pulled the fillets out of the oven. We're ready to plate. I'm going to put the sauce on the plate. I like the sauces underneath the finished product. You notice this flows freely on the plate, yet it doesn't, and it sits right there. I'm going to take the one fillet. We'll put this in the center of the plate. We're going to take some mushrooms around the perimeter of the fillet. A couple of mushrooms on the top. A little bit of the diced Roma tomatoes, some crumbled bacon, and a little bit of the fresh chopped parsley, and there you have it.